You're listening to the Seabrook Business Waves. This is a monthly podcast focusing on economic development initiatives around the city of Seabrook, Texas. Seabrook is located southeast of the city of Houston on the Galveston Bay and has a daytime market reach of over 50,000 people. Our waterfront community has a wide range of sites available for commercial development and is eager to welcome your new business to our home. I'm your host, Paul Chavez, Economic Development Director for the city of Seabrook.
And I'm Patricia Patel, Economic Development Coordinator for the City of Seabrook.
For today's episode, we're going to be talking about the upcoming State of the City event on March the 8th, new businesses opening up around the city, highlights of available commercial real estate, and we're discussing our latest book club topic.
Paul, are you going to tell them what it's going to be?
Shh, we're going to save that for later.
Okay. Well, today's episode is truly unique because this will be our first episode where we have an in-person guest on the show.
That's right. Please welcome to the show, Mayor Thom Kolupski.
Hey, Mayor.
How is everybody? I appreciate you inviting me to this.
Thank you so much. Mayor, it's an honor to have you on our show today. You know what? I wanted to ask you, how long have you been mayor?
I've been mayor now for 6 years.
Okay.
I have about 2 years left on my final term.
Okay.
It's been exciting.
Yeah. This is a really exciting time to be in the city.
It certainly is.
How did you get your start?
Well, I've been with the city for quite a while, doing odds and ends. I started off with master plan back in 2006, and from there I went on to Planning and Zoning Commission for 2 terms, and from Planning and Zoning I went to City Council for 2 terms, and then the mayor.
Wow. Okay. You got a lot of experience there working through all the different committees and boards.
I've been around a while.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be good because with this upcoming State of the City, you've got to reflect on all that experience and kind of put into light some of the highlights that we're seeing coming up with the city's growth. So with that in mind, what are some key points, or what is a key point that you would like to hone in and kind of share with the listening audience on the upcoming State of the City address?
Well, obviously, for the last 4 years, we've had a little project coming through the city, a major 12-lane highway on 146. But with that, I've always said to myself that there's opportunity there. There's not a detriment to have that road come through it. Yes, it's been very hard on our citizens, and traffic has been a real bear. But
real interesting.
Yes, but there's a lot of interest. There's a lot of economic growth coming to the city. We have some major projects. But along the corridor, we've seen a lot of interest. And so these businesses are now seeing light at the end of the tunnel, and I think that they're going to come.
Yeah.
And economic development has done a tremendous job in marketing these areas that we've lost. Losing 43 businesses along the way was a big hit to the city. But with that, we're seeing a lot of interest and a lot of new businesses that will come.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And of course we've had the 146 has expanded our reach into along NASA Road 1.
You're right.
And we have a major project that we've announced last year at the State of the City, of course Margaritaville.
Oh yeah.
And an event center and 4 new restaurants in that development. We're very excited about that.
Yeah,
that's going to change the face of the lake. It's going to be a boon to the whole Clear Lake area.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a major draw to the community.
That's right. And with that will come more economic development, and a lot of people coming to enjoy Seabrook. Yeah. Also, we have that major project at the Repsdorf Circle.
Right. Yes. The Edge.
Called the Edge. The Seabrook. And there's a lot of retail involved in that project, so we're looking forward to that kind of a garden type venue that'll be really, really great. So we're very excited about what's coming.
That's awesome.
And of course with that though, one of our major projects that I think was more important than all of them was the new sewage treatment plant.
Oh yeah.
We received a $38 million grant to locate our existing sewage treatment plant that was almost destroyed during Hurricane Ike.
Oh, yeah.
And but we have to harden our infrastructure with this new growth. So, you know, we have a lot of sidewalk, street projects on the CIP, and we need to focus on the future. And I think that's one of the things that I can pride myself on. That because of the past, I can see the future and the vision of Seabrook.
That's awesome. That's
Wow.
awesome.
Well, speaking of future, Mayor, what advice would you give to anyone seeking public office in the community?
Don't.
Okay. Well, okay. Let's move on to the next topic.
No, I think exactly that's it. Have some longevity. The people that are seeking office, you know, should focus on, you know, the community, have the community in mind when they do it, and have some history. Have some history of where our vision is, and move on. I mean, you know, bring that to the table. Without bringing that to the table, you'll never make a good leader.
That's true. Be well versed in what your community's goals are and help to implement that. Be the catalyst.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, you got to be the emissary.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Very good.
Well, the State of the City address will be held on Wednesday, March 8th at 11:30 a.m. at the Lakewood Yacht Club. If you would like to attend, you will need to register on our website, which is seabrooktx.gov/SOTC. Scroll down until you see the event image and get yourself signed up. We are not live streaming this year, but we will be posting it to YouTube, to the Seabrook TV channel, and on Facebook within 5 days following the event. But until then, Mayor, thank you very much for being on our show today.
Thank you for having me.
Moving on, Paul.
Yes.
This past January, the city conducted a community survey that was sent out on social media and on our website.
In total, we received 896 responses.
Wow.
Which is more than we see in our local elections.
The community survey asks several questions about the quality of services from the city, general questions about community services, but also a few questions focused on economic development. One question asked, which type of business would you like to see in Seabrook?
Grocery stores got the most responses, with 75% of the respondents saying we definitely need an improved grocery store experience. 71% said we need more dine-in restaurants, and over 50% voted for more fast food / small-sized businesses for the community.
And the response rate mirrors the type of prospects we are noticing from the trade show that we attended as most active in the Clear Lake market for expansion and relocation.
That's right. During ICSC, for example, the trade show we just went to, predominantly fast food, fast casual, small retail. So those are the businesses that are actively expanding. And that's awesome because that mirrors exactly what the community is looking for.
Right.
But, you know, while the survey did not specify the retail that people are wanting, I know who the number one business would be if we had asked. Do you?
Yes.
Do you? Who is it? It's
Starbucks.
Woo! Wow. That was exciting.
I need a Starbucks right now.
Yeah, sounds like you do. Well, since we are constantly in pursuit of Starbucks to locate in our city, Pat gave us the assignment of reading a book about Starbucks for our quarterly book review. And as Pat knows, I'm not great at following directions. And so, sorry, what?
No, go ahead.
What?
Repeat that. Could you repeat it?
Wait, were you saying something about what I just said?
Yeah, could you repeat it?
I mean, no,
I don't think we heard it
you
correctly.
did. I don't think you were talking about what I was just saying.
Okay, just repeat yourself. I need it on record.
I'd like to permission to treat Pat as a hostile host. This is not fair. Who wrote this? Who wrote
I
this?
believe you just said you're not great at following directions.
So we ended up reading different books on the same subject. So, Pat, what book did you read?
Well, Paul,
Yes? Ow.
as a coffee lover myself, I'm glad we're on the same page about Starbucks.
Oh.
I read the ebook called Starbucked by Taylor Clark, published in 2008.
What's an ebook?
It's digital, Paul. You still have yet to go digital.
Wow.
I understand.
Okay.
It's all on an app.
Yeah.
You download an app on your cell phone and you or your Kindle if you have Amazon.
Kindle.
Anyways, so I downloaded this ebook called Starbucked by Taylor Clark, published in 2008. And to get the full experience, I sat inside a Starbucks to read it. And since the book is 453 pages long, I had to drink a lot of Starbucks coffee to finish reading it. So what I got from this book is that there's a lot of possibility for turning something so basic into something extraordinary. Like coffee, for example. With the right ideas, the right people, mindset, and marketing, growth is possible. And for me, Starbucks itself represents growth. Anywhere there's a Starbucks in any foreign country, people recognize it, they're drawn to it, they're familiar with it, and they want to build around it. And they want it in their community, like Seabrook.
Exactly.
So all in all, it was a good long read with a lot of interesting facts about Starbucks.
What are some facts that we would like to know?
Well, fact number 1, Paul. Do you know where the very first Starbucks is located?
Yes, I was there.
When?
I've been there.
Oh.
In Seattle. Pike's Place.
Very good.
Right here. So, fun facts.
Fun fact number 2, Paul.
Yeah.
So the name of the company and its mermaid logo were inspired by the book Moby Dick. They pluralized the name Starbucks for aesthetic reasons. The idea of the logo of the mermaid was the calling to the sailors for a cup of coffee.
Okay. So overall, how would you rate this book?
So my book gets 3 out of 5 venti Java chip frappuccinos with no whipped cream.
Okay. Well, as you know, I am something of a Luddite when it comes to reading books in that I prefer my books in my hand.
Not ebooks?
No, I don't even know what that is. So I went to our library, the Evelyn Metter Library, and I looked up what they had on the shelves about Starbucks. And this is what I found. For our podcast listeners, this is basically a pop-up book.
Wow,
It's
Paul.
basically what I found. It's called The Story of Starbucks, and it was published in 2009. And it is basically 40 pages, mostly pictures, which is great for me. And it's all about the story about the brand and its stratospheric rise to superstardom. Even though it's pretty basic, the takeaway I got from this book was that the brand did not grow to its current status by its founders. It took an outsider, Howard Schultz, who was a rep for high-end coffee machines. It took Howard, who had the big vision for growth, to introduce himself to the original team and really push that growth for the company. And even then, that original team, those original founders, they rejected him. They rejected him several times. They were like, I don't think this is what we want to do. But he kept at it. He was persistent because he believed in it so much. And I think that's an important takeaway for local businesses. You could be the next Starbucks, but you may need that outside influence or that outside perspective to kind of see where that growth can go. And I think that's an important takeaway from the history and the lesson about Starbucks.
Very good. And how would you rate this book?
Overall, my book gets 2 out of 5 orange mocha frappuccinos because it's basically the Wikipedia page in book form.
Wow. Orange mocha frappuccinos. Well, moving on, let's go to our new and expanded businesses.
Okay.
Starting with Donald's Donuts.
Oh, yeah. Have you been there?
I have.
Oh, their
they
new
are
location
now open.
Looks great. Yes.
They are open at retail at the Commons at 3300 Bayport Boulevard.
Did you try their donuts?
I have.
What'd you have?
She gave me a whole box of a variety of donuts.
Where was mine?
It's still there waiting for you.
Oh, actually, I did go there not too long ago, and there was a line to the door.
Wow.
I mean, it was just like, okay, this is going to take a long time because they're super, super nice people at Donald's, and they're real chatty, which is great, except I'm like, well, I got to go to work because I'm already running late. Don't tell Gail. And I couldn't ever, it's like I had to wait and wait and wait. I'm like, I'll come back later. But I mean, it's still super duper popular. It's amazing that everyone is still, they've been waiting so long for them to come back, and they've been embraced back into the community. I'm so happy that they're back.
Same.
Who else do we have?
We have Pelican Nest Bar and Bistro.
Where's that?
They are located inside the Best Western. That's located at 5755 Bayport Boulevard.
Where is that? The far north side of town?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, like where Marco's Pizza is.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Inside the Best Western.
I got it. Yeah. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Have you been there?
I have not. I haven't been there because
Why?
we both need to go there together and try it out as a team.
And our third business that we'd like to highlight?
For our third one, we're highlighting Bien Star Medical Clinic.
Nice. Okay.
They are located at 2900 NASA Parkway. They're next to Seabrook House of Flowers.
Yes. Okay. Yes. That's right. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So Mario Dennis opened the clinic in February, and they offer a wide range of medical services from physicals, men's and women's health exams, blood panel, as well as family planning.
Their staff speaks Spanish and English, but they do not accept insurance, which is how they keep their prices down.
Okay.
And they wanted to make sure that we mention that because some people, when they see the name, Bienestar Médica Clínica, they think, it's probably only going to service, the Hispanic community. But no, they're bilingual in that sense.
Okay.
Fun fact, I've got two fun facts about Bienestar. Number one, their name. Their name is a play off of the word bienestar, which means well-being.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The second fun fact is Mario Dennis. He is the son of the owner of Habaneros. And so when I called him about his location, he says, I know this is not, you don't commonly see these types of clinics in a place like Seabrook. They're normally in predominantly Hispanic communities, but there's so much opportunity in Seabrook, because they do the wellness checks, they do employment screening, athletics screening for schools, and there's already a large Hispanic population in this area anyway. So I think it's great that he decided to open up his new clinic in Seabrook, and I applaud him for his vision on wanting to stay in the area. So kudos to them.
Very good.
So what else we have on the agenda for today?
All right, well, let's highlight some real estate that's available.
Okay.
Starting with Highway 146 in East Meyer.
Nice. Okay.
And that's where the old Blue Line Rentals used to be.
Right. It's the empty lot on. It's right off 146, and it's across the street from the McDonald's and west of the fire station.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, there is 3.32 acres of commercial land that is for sale, and the price is open to offers.
Nice. Okay. What else we got?
Next up, we have 5735 Highway 146, the Seabrook Plaza.
Okay.
There are spaces available for lease. We have a 2,128 square foot of space available right next to Marco's Pizza. Second, we have 1,471 square feet available next to Subway.
Okay.
So the price range is anywhere from $1.50 to $1.70 per square feet per month.
Okay. Really good. That's going to be a really interesting area once more to that industrial or light industrial development goes on in that north side of town. So that's going to see some interesting change and growth in that area.
Yes. And the last one we have is 2900 NASA Parkway.
Okay.
So there are 3 spaces that are available. There is a 1,500 square foot of space available, a 2,400 square foot of space available, and a 3,200 square foot of space available.
Okay. 2900 NASA.
That's where Iguana Ranas is at.
Oh, yeah. So that's where Bienestar is also located.
Yes.
Okay. Got it. Yeah. Oh, that's a great spot too.
Right.
All right.
And that wraps up our episode.
Nice. Well, head over to seabrooktx.gov/Seabrook Business Waves to find all of our past episodes. You can jump from there to your favorite podcasting platform so you can listen where you like to listen.
Also, please help our podcast by subscribing, hitting that like button, and leaving us a review. It's very much appreciated.
Drop us a line at edc@seabrooktx.gov and let us know your thoughts on what we've covered so far and what you would like to hear in upcoming episodes. And that's a wrap for this episode. I'm Paul Chavez.
And I'm Patricia Patel.
Thank you very much for listening.